Hello friends, myself Harshvardhan Singh Rajput. So today we are going to discuss about one of the most important topic of IR at present in current Indo-Israel relation. As we have seen for the first time in the history, Indian Prime Minister visited Israel in the month of July 2017 and in January 2018 Israel Prime Minister visited India. So we have seen at present, it is the most important topic as whole world is seeing towards India and Israel. Their relations not only and moreover the future, what about the future of the relation and everything else regarding the scenario. So if we are seeing, we will go back from the very long back we are going in the history regarding the history of India and Israel. Official book of Israel, it was written that it's not like that the Jews got opposed or they got beaten and only in Germany or in Europe or in North America, but in each and every part of the world except the one country, India. When Jews reached India in 14th century long back, they got protection, moreover they got place to live, and at present also some of the Jews are living in Mumbai or Northeast and in Gujarat. So that's the biggest Bilateral relations are much more beyond international terms. They are much more beyond economic terms. They are they are culturally attached. They are emotionally attached. Jews are attached to Hindus. So we could say Jews are attached, or as a whole, we could say Jews are attached towards India. So that's what the beginning of Indo-Israel relations. So now come to the formation of Israel in 1948. More importantly, India never supported the two-nation theory. India run on the philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi. He wrote an article in 1938, The Harijan, in May 1938. In it, it was clearly mentioned that why can't Jews live in the country where they earn livelihood? Why can't Jews live in the country where they are born? Why they want separate country? Mahatma Gandhi didn't support it, the formation of Israel, and same in point India adopted in its foreign policy regarding Palestine and Israel. So that's the beginning of Indo-Israel relation from 1948. India never supported the two-nation theory on the basis of religion. So if we are coming to forward to the relations between India and Israel, we will see so if we are coming about relation between India and Israel, we will see from 1947, from the independence of India, India followed the policy of idealism. India followed the policy of socialism. And India followed the relations, good relations with Arab countries, Gulf country. So that was the time India totally ignored Israel. India maintained relations with Palestine, with Gulf countries, and either of the countries, but not Israel. But the point, if we are saying in Indo-Israel relation, breakpoint 1977 when Morarji Desai government came in power, relation between India and Israel somewhat started. There it is said, it is not an authentic report, but it is said that relations between India and Israel began during the time of Morarji Desai government. Internally relations, some talks were held internally, but there are not any proof. But in 1992, during Morarji, moreover, India maintained good relations with Arab countries, with Gulf countries. India was dependent on them. India was not having their own fuel. Moreover, Arab countries were becoming much more powerful. So India was having good relations with Arab countries, Gulf countries. But in 1977, when Morarji Desai government came in power, in 1997, Morarji Desai said that national interest is first. Irrespective of idealism, socialism, what matters is national interest. So during Morarji Desai government, it is not authentic report, proofs are not there, but it is said the relations between India and Israel began during Morarji Desai government. Internal talks were held between India and Israel. So that was the time in 1977. But if we are coming forward, then in 1992, during Narasimha Rao government, for the first time in the history of India-Israel relations, in 1992, it began. Internal talk, moreover, the diplomatic relations were started between India and Israel in 1992. Then coming forward in 1998, when India faced Kargil war, during Kargil war, Israel unconditionally supported India. In 1998 Kargil war. So there might be something in that time PM Atal Bihari Vajpayee's mind. So he slowly started begin the relations with Israel. Diplomatic talks were held, and in 2003, finally, Israel Prime Minister, for the first time, Israel Prime Minister visited India in 2003. That was the time, that was a milestone in India-Israel relation. But unfortunately, again after that, the relations between India and Israel doesn't give any result. But in after the new government in India in 2014, Modi government, for the first time, Indian president in 2016 visited Israel, and moreover in 2017, July 2017, for the first time in the history, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Israel. That began the beginning of Indo-Israel relationship. When Narendra Modi entered Israel, when he gone to Israel, Israel Prime Minister welcoming him said, "I have been waiting for you from past 70 years." What's this? He said that from past 70 years, means from the formation of Israel, he has been waiting for a PM. That's a very, very, very big thing he said. That shows that Israel wants relationship with India. And moreover, if we are coming in January 2018, Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu visited India. So January 2018. So we have seen in less than 1 year, both prime minister have visited each of the country. And during the visit of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, many economic deals have been signed between India regarding water, regarding, we say, agriculture, and most importantly in defense. India is going to borrow, I think, one of the best drone in the world, Heron of Israel, and deal regarding interceptor missile was also signed between India and Israel. So that was the beginning of economic relation. But as I said earlier, the relationship between India and Israel is much more beyond economic terms. They are culturally associated, they are emotionally associated. So that's the other thing. So if we are seeing the Indo-Israel relation, one more important, most important point I would like to say, that relationship with Israel, regarding relationship with Israel, internal politics of India mattered a lot. If we see that in 1997, Morarji Desai government was the non-Congress government. In 1992, Narasimha Rao government was the non-Congress government. In 2003, when Israel Prime Minister came, non-Congress government. In 2016, Indian President, non-Congress government. 2017, Indian Prime Minister, non-Congress government. And 2018, Israel Prime Minister, non-Congress government. I mean to say the internal politics worked a lot in Indo-Israel relations, because uh, keeping in mind, you can understand the Muslim vote bank or communal politics of India. So Muslims are having sentiments attached towards Philistine, that Israel is attacking Philistine, and they are doing wrong toward they they are doing wrong to with the Muslims living in Philistine. So that was the Muslims sentiments are related. So no one tried to hurt that sentiments. So that's the main point regarding Indo-Israel relations. At present, a BJP government is in power. BJP government, which focuses on Hindu vote bank, they have nothing to do with Muslim vote bank. So they begin relationship with Israel. So these are not formal. This informally I'm saying these all things. So that's the, I think, core of India-Israel relationship. Moreover, if we are seeing in 1992, after disintegration of USSR, Gulf India was facing economic crisis. Okay, so India wants some help from Gulf countries, concession, but Gulf countries declined. So that was the time India started thinking that what we were doing from past 43 years, we were showing inclination toward them, we are opposing Israel, but what they did, so that was the also time we have observed element of departure in Indian foreign policy at that time. See, foreign policies are never made in vacuum. So that was the time India started thinking that we need Israel, we need to maintain relationship with Israel. And at present time, Israel is becoming much more powerful. And so we are coming to a present scenario. See, very interestingly, I would like to say, in present scenario, in month of January, Israel Prime Minister visited India, and within 10 days, Iran President visited India. Mr. Hassan Rouhani, sir, he visited India, and Israel and Iran are at present they are facing one of the biggest war. They are one of the biggest enemy, and they are at the stage of war at present. And more importantly, I would like to say, in month of February, Indian Prime Minister visited Philistine. Indian Prime Minister visited Gulf countries. Israel is having bad relations with Gulf countries. Iran is having bad relations with Gulf countries. In Philistine, one of the more, Philistine is the center of this whole problem. So what's going on in Indian foreign policy? India, Israel, India, Iran, Israel, Arab countries, Israel, Iran, Philistine, Gulf countries, Philistine, Israel. So what's going on in Indian foreign policy? I would like to say unprecedented. I would like to say fantastic. I would like to say fabulous. Indian policy is working. That is the biggest example. What's going on in Indian foreign policy? It adopted it has moved from bidirectional to tridirectional approach. At the same time, it is maintaining a relationship with Israel, with Iran, with Philistine, with Gulf countries. Indian foreign policy has moved from rhetoric to realism, idealism to realism. From it has ended the rhetoric talks all. At present, it is in the best stage. See, most important point I would like to say: Gulf countries. The what? Why? Now, question will arise: why Gulf countries are maintaining relationship with India? See, Gulf countries after the 2010 Arab Spring, Gulf countries are facing economic crisis. They are purchasing weapons from Israel. They they want to fight with Lebanon. They want to fight with Syria. They are purchasing weapons from Israel itself. So see, it is the biggest example. The world moves on world moves on realism, not on idealism. That's the biggest example. Gulf countries are showing they also want now relationship with Israel. So that's one of the most important point. And regarding the Philistine, so India is maintaining nice relations with Philistine from the beginning. Only in 2012, only India supported Philistine flag in UN, and moreover, uh, uh, they have given importance to Philistine when in December 2017, US President Donald Trump, he declared that they are going to shift their embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. Then in UN voting was done and India supported Philistine. Everyone was thinking that what will happen, and will India support Palestine? No, India will not support Palestine. India will support Israel because Indian Prime Minister visited Israel, and Israel Prime Minister is also going to come India next month. So everyone was thinking about that, but what happened? What happened? India supported Palestine, and Indian-Israel relationship have now gone to matured stage. Israel understand that India is a very big country. India is a very big democracy. India is going to be superpower, global power. So India needs to maintain relations with all the countries. Israel also understands it. That's the good point that maturity is India and Israel. So more importantly, if we are seeing with Iran, India have constructed Chabahar port in Iran. India West policy, if Iran is said to be the door for West Asia for India. In, in West East Asia, in West Asia, Iran is the main partner of India. So Israel understands that India needs Iran. So Israel is not disturbing India, and India at the same time is not indulging in Israel-Iran relation. So maturity is seen at this stage, and moreover, India is having the relation with Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia now understand that Philistine has lost its importance. Now, see, as we see, in this world of materialism, relations are made depending upon their utility. Utility says the relations with Israel is necessary, not with Philistine. So same is with Gulf countries. They are saying that they are maintaining relationship with Philistine. They are showing inclination toward Philistine, but at the same time, they also want to have good relations with Israel. No one wants war at present time. So regarding Indian and Israel, Indo-Israel relation, concluding, I would like to say one thing only, that um, Indo-Israel relations have gone one, two, three, four, many steps forward. Now, future of Indian-Israel relations is bright and brighter, brightest. I would like to say this only. And moreover, economic relations with Israel is also increasing. Many defense deal are also being done between India and Israel. So we could see and the decision by US President Donald Trump to shift the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. These are some of the points that Israel is getting the more and more importance in the global arena. And the future lies in relationship with Israel. At the same time, we could we could think that India will act as a partner or between solving the problem between Palestine and Israel. So we could see in nearby future, we hope so, that problem between Palestine and Israel would be solved. And moreover, in nearby future, we could see that India would support Israel in UN, and India would recognize Israel and would shift their embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. Yes, yes, yes. In nearby future, this will happen. But slowly, when time comes, India will do the same. India and Israel are not only friends; they will prove to be a brother. They will prove to be a brother, I think so. And same will happen regarding the cultural relationship between India and Israel will be maintained. And moreover, attachment of Jews toward Hindus and Hindus toward Jews, that factor will also work regarding Indo-Israel relation. So that's all we have discussed in IER, most important topic of IER, Indo-Israel relation.